Hey everybody, this is Queen Aries, the People's Advocate. Um, I am the Executive Director of Community Bridges Incorporated in Tennessee, and I am coming today with some late breaking news um, concerning Governor Bill Lee and his handling of all of this COVID-19 money, this American Rescue Plan money, and all of that stuff that we have really not had any true access to as the taxpayers that the money was supposed to be helping. And I'm bringing information today to kind of explain why we are have been unable to access any of that money. You all know I did a video about the American Rescue Plan funding a few months ago, just trying to go over some of the basics as it related to um, our education system and our public schools and how they would be using the money, especially for homeless students. That's more like my area of focus, and well, homelessness in general, and any type of housing or disability discrimination, civil rights, things that typically keep underrepresented people um, from being able to have their voices heard, as far as being low income, not being able to afford an attorney, not being able to communicate effectively with these government um, agencies and the people that are put in position to run the agencies. Um, it just seems like things have kind of lost focus as to the purpose of the programs and the agencies, and it seems as though the people operating the programs are wanting the benefits of the program for themselves instead of wanting to be able to provide it to the people that the programs were developed for, such as the low income people and uh, disabled and elderly and so forth and so on. So let me get straight to it. One thing I want to say is after I finish this video, I'm going to upload it to my StreamYard for the first time, and then I am going to try to play around with adding some of the articles in so that you all can view it later. I don't really know how it's going to work out, but I do have StreamYard now, and I do have the capabilities of doing the showing the screen and the whatever I'm looking at on the monitor. So I just you have to bear with me. I'm a procrastinator. And plus I have a lot of things that I have juggling and I'm trying to get it all um materialized, but it takes time, especially when it's just you doing it. So, but this situation, this information right here, I said I can't wait on this. I have to get this to the people. So I can't, you know, go through and really fine tooth comb and try to get anything in a real presentable manner. This information just came out on it's dated December the 9th at 9:12 p.m. So this hit last night and I'm bringing it to you today. Dun 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 dun. Nashville DA auditing no bid contract spending by Governor Lee's office. Okay, so I'm just showing you that I'm reading something real. But once again, I will be adding the information later. I just wanted to let you all know that there's a lot of people that are looking at the stuff going on with Governor Lee and how he's not managing this money correctly. And it just for me, I wanted to come and break the news because I and some of my partners or cohorts, we have been applying for some of this contract, this federal funding, and we have been getting nothing but doors closed in our faces. And it's just so much drama that has been behind just attempting to apply for the funding so that we can provide the services that we know were missing when we were in need of them, such as housing, location services, and um, advocacy services and legal assistance, stuff like that. None of that was available, and it left me homeless, and I'm still considered homeless. With all of this funding out here, how is that so? Especially with me trying to provide a service. Like, I'm not only coming in as, oh, I need your help. No, I'm trying to show you where you're going wrong. But the thing is, most people do not want to be corrected, and they don't want you to point out where they're going wrong, because then you're going to mess up their nest egg. So that's why they have to pretend that you're crazy and pretend that you don't know what you're talking about, because you're messing with their money, because you know too much and you didn't go all the way through their school to get a degree, and how dare you question them. That's their mindset, in my opinion. What's this one say? Legislators question state's $75 million contract. No, 75 million contact tracing expense with inexperienced company. The legislators are questioning this, not just the regular citizens, the legislators. Um, Says Tennessee health officials spent $20 million to pay a Hendersonville medical company to handle contact tracing. And that said, since that time, the contract between the Tennessee Department of Health and Extend Healthcare has been updated multiple times to the tune of a total of $75 million to date. The state has expanded the required services and extended the terms of the contract 5 different times. Ooh, y'all. And ain't nobody been doing no contact tracing, really. I mean, that stuff is just not happening. Um, and so the legislator that's bringing this up is Democratic Senator Heidi Campbell of Nashville. And she is part of the Joint Fiscal Review Committee that reviews the state's no-bid contracts. She said, "It makes me wonder what's going on that we don't know about." Hello. That part, Heidi, Miss Campbell, I can tell. I'm going to reach out to Miss Campbell because I can show her all types of stuff that's going on that they don't know about. Hopefully they don't know about. It says Governor Lee he has defended that policy, saying that the state officials needed to be able to make quick decisions to make purchases of supplies and services needed during the pandemic. But they was dragging their feet when it came to finding hotel vouchers for people to get them off of the streets while they're homeless. People literally sleeping in the woods, and they dragging their feet, acting like they don't know how or who to go to or what. But they was throwing out these contracts, 75 million, 8 million. Oh, it's like 5 contracts, 16 million. And then it says this one for that extend, the one that got the 75 million. It says extend employees have also voiced concerns, stating that they often experience case overloads, making them unable to even contact patients until well after their quarantine time had expired. That's what this company's employees is telling the investigators and the legislators. I ain't making shit up. I ain't done yet either. It says additionally, and I marked this sentence off in green because this is the key. Y'all, this is my juice right here, okay? This type of stuff right here. Oh my gosh. I'm all off into this. Additionally, while the state was paying $40 per hour for workers, the company only paid employees $16 per hour and was working them like slaves. They was taking more than half. The state, it said it right here. Additionally, while the state was paying $40 per hour for workers, the company only paid employees $16 per hour. Just in case y'all don't want to wait till I pin this stuff up there. The part in the green. If some people don't get some probation or something, because you know they ain't gonna send them to jail like they should. Like if it was me that did that, oh y'all wouldn't see me no more probably, because I'm already getting up there. It would be over with before they let me out. Look at how they do. Look at the little people, the citizens that tried to get some of that PPP loan money. Look how quick they locking them motherfuckers up left and right. Bloop 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 bloop. Why the governor and them over here doing this? And wait a minute, we ain't done. This is just one of the articles. Well, I ain't done with this one yet, but she said, she said, we have found a lot of our contracts have increased the amount without consulting anybody that's showing oversight. So they just done, people that was already in contracts, they just giving them all kinds of extras without even telling nobody. Campbell said, I would really like to know what we are getting for that money. Me too, Miss Campbell. Because see, let's not forget about how much was that? Was it $470 or something that that they had from the Families First stuff that the Department of Human Services what was holding on all them grants for all them years for the state of Tennessee. They already was doing that. And now y'all over here giving these contracts out. And then I got evidence of them denying homeless people services and resources that are available, and then watching them turn around and build brand new houses while they are refusing to even house the homeless people. Brand new houses for themselves in another state when they resign after they done been exposed. Yeah. Right here in the state of Tennessee in the Department of Education. So I'm not surprised by none of this. I'm not. But I feel like it's being that this is my lane and this is some late breaking news. I feel like it's my duty to bring it to the people. Because if I don't bring it to you, they ain't going to bring it to you. Not like they should bring it to you. So, like Miss Heidi said, wait a minute. The Extend Healthcare people that was supposed to be doing the contract tracing, they are owned by a student loan servicing company. And they had no prior experience with epidemiology before taking on the contract tracing job. And they gave them $75 million. But we can't get 50,000 to even start a homelessness program or a legal, disability rights advocacy service. Whatever. We can't get shit. They get thrown. They don't got to have. We got years of lived experience on the record. We can't get shit. We told we should be able. We got to be able to prove that we can maintain a budget of the size and the amount that we are asking for before they could consider it. Well, if we ain't never been able to apply and receive grant funding because y'all give it to all the people that y'all want to give it to without even considering whether or not their programs are even working, because they're not. But they just keep giving them the money and not getting no results. And now here we are here. Like Heidi said, I'd like to know what we're getting for this money. Because we paying the taxes. And here's the last bombshell on this article. And these other articles are basically talking about the same thing. It's just going from the fact that she brought it to the attention of the DA, and then the DA has agreed to investigate. So, yeah, Pandora's box is open for the state of Tennessee. I spoke on it when we was on that call with the administrative office of the courts about the access to justice, and they kicked me off of that call because I was trying to tell them about how the courts here are not operating fairly, and I was offering to drop some of my docket numbers in the chat because these are the people that are supposedly over these programs, and they kicked me out of the call. And after that, I immediately responded and let everybody know on the following call that this whole system needs to be audited over here. I'm not saying it was just because of me, but I will say that we've been making enough of noise, me and other people that I've been in collaboration with. See, when you file enough of complaints from different points of view or from different offices and angles, and they all saying basically the same thing but from a different perspective. So you can have there's different various disability rights that could be violated in one incident. So if all of those departments are getting this and ain't nobody saying nothing, and then all of a sudden a bombshell drops. On top of the fact that the National Low Income Housing Coalition did reach out to me last month for me to inquire about the $400 million that Governor Bill Lee had agreed to spend for disabled and elderly Tennesseans. None of this is coincidence. Now, the last sentence, and then I'm going to move on to this other paper because I really want to work on uploading this stuff. That way y'all can just have access to it and see for yourself. Speaking of the extend healthcare, it says records show that the company's political action committee has made regular contributions to governors' associations for both parties and for several U.S. Senate and House candidates. They bought the future prospects of getting funding. I bet you the conversation went something like this. If y'all will help me get into office, if there comes an opportunity to where there's a bid, a contract available that you all want, it's yours. They didn't have that conversation publicly, but yeah. Fireside chats, that's what they called them. The other one, Campbell is on him. I'm going to have to reach out to Campbell. Campbell said, I think where there's smoke, you worry that there's fire. Hello. She said, we just need to make sure that everybody is doing what they're supposed to do because it's our responsibility to make sure that our money and our programs are being held fiscally responsible. Where the lie at? Preach, Heidi. It says on Thursday, Glen Funk is the district attorney, signaled he will seek an investigation of the spending. Oh, check this one out. And lawmakers approved an additional $8 million, totaling $16 million for a New York-based literacy training program where Education Commissioner Penny Swinn's husband works. See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? $16 million for one of the Education Commissioner for the state of Tennessee. Bill Lee gave her husband's company where he works $16 million. Conflict of interest. It says Swinn's office did not respond to questions. Lee's office also did not respond to questions about the potential investigation. I bet they didn't. I bet they didn't. I bet they didn't. Oh well. Nashville's DA auditing no bid contract spending by Governor Lee's office. When them state senators call for inquiry into Tennessee's no bid contracts, see, it's like, so that's why it's important to do your local voting and stuff because, and for these legislator seats, because these are the ones that can get the noise made and put the pressure on the right way. Y'all, this is like great news because when they start digging, this is the perfect opportunity to make sure they hit all the areas that they have collectively been overlooking. I've been on this stuff since 2017 and I still got documents and my this is connected to my $10 million lawsuit. Y'all don't understand. Hey, this is beautiful. So I'm gonna upload this just to get it out there so that I can send a alert out to let them know. Oh yeah, I got it. I caught that. I got it. I'm on it. Yes, that didn't slide by me. Okay. So with that being said, I'm gonna get on up out of here with love, light, and life lessons learned the hard way. This is Queen Aries, the People's Advocate. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.